Hi friends, this is take two. If I can get my computer to cooperate. Take two, take two. Hello, computer, will you cooperate? Hi friends, this is Jennifer Saake. That's S like smile, AAKE. That's find me on the internet on my blog at jennifersaake.blogspot.com. That's JenniferSaake.blogspot.com. You might know me around the internet as StrokieGal, StrokieGal. I am a 6-time stroke survivor. We are 3 days out from my 11th anniversary since I went to a chiropractor on October 25th of 2011, and during a neck adjustment, he dissected my vertebral artery. So I have 2 stents in there now. That I had 2 catastrophic strokes right there on the adjustment table. Massive, should have been deadly brain bleeds into my brainstem and cerebellum, and then shouldn't have made it wasn't expected to make it to the hospital alive or survive the first night or first 3 nights, first week, etc. And God kept having other plans, and we're 11 years out, and I'm doing all kinds of things I was never supposed to do again, like walk and live an independent life. And I do live with my husband and our 3 living miracle baby kids. They're not so babies anymore. My youngest is almost out of high school, and the other name you might know me around the internet with is InfertilityMom, InfertilityMom. That is my Instagram at user ID name handle, whatever it is. It's 1.5 speed, depending on your listening skills, because I know I talk kind of slowly because of the stroke deficits. But I am part of the Bible Memory Goal community. So hi Josh Summers and all my friends there. And if you haven't checked it out and you have any interest in memorizing the Bible, please come check us out. It's a fun group of people to hang out with. And there was a discussion recently about what is your personal threshold? When do you consider a passage of scripture memorized? And there are people who will only consider it memorized if they get word perfect like 100 times in a row. There are people that just have all kinds of different thresholds. So I realized my threshold of considering something memorized is to get to the point where I can say it fairly fluidly. My fluidity level is much lower than maybe someone else's because of the stroke deficits and recall issues and word finding issues. But if I can get a passage to the point where I can record one of these videos, I will consider it memorized enough to move on to my next new memory goal, realizing that I continue to need to refresh and review for the rest of my life if I want to hang on to it. So I have been in the book of 1 Peter for about 6 months, and I'm memorizing it from last verse to first verse because that makes me have to very intentionally focus on each verse as I go. So far I've recorded videos for chapter 5, chapter 4. This is my 1 Peter chapter 3 video, so that tomorrow I start on the last verse of chapter 2 and work through those verses for as long as it takes me to be able to present them to you. So here we go. 1 Peter chapter 3. I memorized out of the Legacy Standard Bible. You can't even see that. You can follow along in, I think it's read.lsbible.org, or it may just be lsbible.org without the read dot part in front of it required. But anyway, First Peter chapter 3, Legacy Standard Bible. Today is October 22nd, 2022, and here we go. First Peter chapter 3. In the same way, you wives, be subject to your own husbands, so that even if any of them are not, or so that even if any of them are disobedient to the word, they may be won without word by the conduct of their wives. Verse 2, as they observe your pure conduct with fear. Your adornment should be, let's see, your adornment should not, your adornment should, verse 3. Your adornment should not be merely external, braiding the hair and wearing gold jewelry or putting on garments, but let it be that's verse 4. But let it be the hidden person of the heart with the incorruptible quality of a lowly and quiet spirit, which is precious in the sight of God. Verse 5. For in this way, in former times, the holy women of old who For in this way, in former times, the holy women of old who put their hope in God, holy women. Okay. For in this way, in former times, the holy women who put their hope in God used who also put their hope in God used to adorn themselves, being subject to their own husbands. 5. No. 6. Just as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, you have become her children if you do good. I feel like I skipped a whole section there. I'm going to go back to verse 3. Your adornment should not be merely external, braiding the hair and wearing gold jewelry or putting on garments. 4. But let it be the hidden person of the heart with the incorruptible quality of a lowly and quiet spirit, which is precious in the sight of God. For in this way, in former times, the holy women also, who hoped in God, used to adorn themselves, being subject to their own husbands. Okay, so 6. Just as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, you have become her children if you do good. See Proverbs 3:35, not fearing any intimidation. 7, verse 7. You husbands, in the same way, live with your wives in an understanding way, as with a weaker vessel, since she is a woman. Sorry, I've got a stroke twitchy thing going on right now. Okay, so you husbands, in the same way, live with your wives in an understanding way. Okay. You husbands, live with your wives in an understanding way, showing her honor. No, okay. I'm sorry, that twitchy stuff, it's called tachycardia, and it's just a weird muscle nerve thing that anywhere on the left side of my body can do anytime randomly, and it just got me pretty off track. So, verse 7. Okay, it's calmed down. You could see my shoulder. Oh, I don't know if you could see it because it was mostly in my lower arm, but my whole shoulder was just doing this weird twitchy thing, and it's not terribly painful anymore. It used to be, but it's extremely distracting. So, um, you husbands in the same way, live with your wives in an understanding way. As with the weaker vessel, since she is a woman, showing her, uh, got it. I'm gonna have to do a take 3 and just get my body to calm down and my brain to slow down and try this again. Sorry. I will talk to you later. Have a